Tier 2, it's Tuesday, and you guys know what that means. It's Tier List Tuesday, baby. Let's go! Alrighty, guys. So, Tier List Tuesday today. We have an exciting day because we are doing snipers. Snipers are kind of a hot commodity right now because if you guys have noticed, sniper meta is a thing right now. And the reason snipers are so strong is because they keep nerfing ARs. And every long distance AR that keeps getting nerfed and nerfed, it's just making snipers stronger and stronger. So, right now, snipers are really, really strong, and I really just wanted to touch on which ones you guys should be using today and which ones you should not be using because there's some very obvious ones and some very not obvious ones, and a lot of snipers are actually really viable in this game, but I just really wanted to go over them with you guys. I hope you guys do enjoy this week's Tier List Tuesday. If you guys do, make sure you guys do drop a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what you guys would have ranked some of these differently or what you guys want to see for next week's Tier List Tuesday. So, before I start today's video, for most of these weapons here, if you guys are looking for attachments and whatnot, I do have my attachment list here. I keep talking about it, but I never really show you guys it. I have like every single weapon on here basically. Some of these snipers aren't on here though. Like I don't think I have a Pellington, and I have Tundra, ZRG. I have the ones that I use consistently on here, but there's a few of them that I don't use consistently not on here because I just don't use them enough, and realistically the builds are pretty similar for most. Like you usually put on the longest barrel and you try to get as fast as ADS speed as you can along with keeping the range. So that's that for you guys. So make sure you guys go into the, I always have that there. It's always in the description. If you guys ever need any loadouts, go to that, or you can do exclamation point loadouts on my live streams, anything like that. So I'm just here to help you guys out as much as possible. So we're gonna be going from top tier meta down to terrible / niche. So with most of these snipers here today, they all are basically viable for the most part. There's a couple really bad ones, which we'll put at the bottom of the list, but it's really hard for a sniper not to be viable. Like, it's one shot in the head. If you can hit it, you're good. And if you practice each one of these snipers, like, you're fine. Like, the Pellington is a viable sniper, but if you're using the K31 Swiss, like, you're going to absolutely hate using the Pellington because it feels 1,000 times smoother. Like, the Pellington is what the Swiss should have been. Like, the Pellington should have been what the Swiss ended up being. It's like they knew they were going to add the Swiss. They're like, you know what, we need the Pellington to like not be as good because this sniper, it just doesn't feel smooth. They've done all this smoothing out to all these other snipers, but the Pellington just never gets any love. So specifically the Swiss has gotten so many buffs and changes that it's kind of frustrating because they just kind of ignore guns. But ZRG 20mm is actually really good, guys. Like, this is one of the most slept on snipers in the entire game. Like 100%, like this is the HDR, but for Cold War. And people don't think about it that way. Like, the HDR is always like that slow ADS speed. Like, once you're down sight, like you have no bullet drop. Same thing, but the ADS speed is actually better than what the HDR is, and it feels lighter. So I will say, if you guys are like good at sniping and you enjoy sniping, try to get that ZRG 20mm. It is completely slept on and probably my most underrated sniper on today's list. To be completely honest, it is really good. The Swiss K31, obvious meta right now. They keep buffing it and smoothing it out. They just want it to be like exactly the counterpart of the Kar 98K, and they're absolutely broken right now. The Swiss has some flinch to it at least, so we'll talk more about the Kar 98K when we get to that portion of the video, but right now it does way too much damage to the chest. Obviously one shot to the face, really fast ADS speed, and they're just really strong, guys. I honestly think they're gonna have a rework to sniping at some point in this game, but it's gonna be really tough because obviously everyone likes to go quick scoping and like make clips like that, and if they like change how snipers work for like just the battle royale, it really wouldn't work at the end of the day because you'd want to slow your ADS speed or make them not like as like movement as well, or give them more bullet drop, or there's so many things they could do, but right now sniping is just broken. So I'm interested to see what they end up doing. The M82 is definitely going to go into not great. It's okay, like you can snipe someone in the head in one shot with it, but it's really only fun if you put like the 20 times scope on it. But other than that, it doesn't have the greatest bullet velocity. It has that awkward fire rate. The recoil on it's awkward. It needs some love. I was so excited when a Barrett 50 cal was going to put it back in the game, but it's just not it, guys. It's really bad. Apparently, it's like really good in multiplayer right now, though. The Lw3 Tundra is going to go into that same category as the ZRG 20mm. Very solid. Like, this gun right here is an A tier weapon where you're seeing some people use it a little bit more because they are banning certain snipers in like competitive play, like the Swiss and the Car, that breaking out the Tundra, like the Bartologist. Is that how you say his name? I'm so bad at names. Barton, I don't know. But he's busting out the Tundra and he's making it look godlike. I've always thought the Tundra is good. The bullet velocity is good on it. Doesn't feel too heavy. It feels exactly the same. Like the Pellington and the Tundra feel exactly the same. The Tundra just has a little bit more bullet velocity. So I don't love the scope on it. The iron, like the reticle on it, it's just a little thicker than you would typically like. I don't know why you can't put custom reticles on snipers for Cold War. It's something that makes no sense to me. But at the end of the day, I do like enjoy using the Tundra. I think it is a very solid weapon. I would definitely put it A tier. The AX50, it's going to go down to viable. If you guys have not seen some clips that you can make with this gun, like, this is actually, it's like almost a niche weapon at this point, or niche, because it's not that good, because there's just so many guns that do the exact same thing. Like the ZRG is just like a better version of the AX50, but what you can do with the AX50, if you didn't know, is put the FMJ rounds on it, and you can literally snipe people through walls. It's actually crazy, and I might try to like hit some clips on it soon, because it's super fun, but it's tough, guys. Like, it is really, I just licked the microphone. Yeah. But it's super, like, it's a fun way to play the game. It's good to mess around, but at this point, the AX50 just isn't it. I used to love it, though. Absolutely used to love it. The Ride Tech is going to go into, it's like the same exact thing as this. It feels exactly the same, except it has worse bullet velocity. The only thing I would say the Ride Tech is actually used for is shooting down cars and helicopters, my bad. The helicopters can get shot down very easily. Cars, like, no one's really ready to get shot with the explosive rounds. So if you guys do want to like mess around with that, it's pretty fun to do. But if you're just trying to snipe people, I would never do it. Like, the ADS speed is like, it's literally slow motion, and then past that, it's just not good, guys. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless you want to blow up some cars. The Dragunov is terrible. If you guys weren't there for the 10K sub video, go watch it. Literally, I somehow make this gun look like it should be like very solid, but it's absolutely atrocious, guys. And I'm sure Patty's going to comment on this video and try to tell me that the Dragunov is meta. It sucks, Patty. It sucks. It's not good. Don't even look at it, guys. Like just block it out of your view. Like, get rid of it. It's terrible. The HDR, same spot as the ZRG. Like I said earlier, they're like the same exact weapon. I just think the ZRG feels a little bit smoother to me. The ADS speed on the HDR is just It's like it's really slow, really heavy weapon. It doesn't play to my sniper style. Like, I truly am like a marksman rifle sniper with the Swiss and the Kar 98K, and the ZRG just feels better. Like, the ADS speed's better on it. So when I do want to switch to that, I like that more. But I wouldn't, like, the HDR is definitely viable. At the end of the day, it's very, very, very viable. Kar 98K, best sniper in the game, like identical to the Swiss. I believe the Swiss just wins on the chest shots. So if you hit more chest shots and like aren't as good of a headshot sniper, I would recommend the Swiss. Kar 98K, if you're hitting headshots, there's less flinch on it, and the bullet velocity is just like a tad better on it. So I would recommend the Kar 98K to, like, if you're a top tier sniper and you're trying to get better, and like, I would say the Kar 98K is your gun. If you're trying to just learn how to snipe, use the Swiss. End of the day, you can't go wrong with either of them. The last but not least, actually, I guess I can go through a couple of these other marksman rifle. Mk2 Carbine, I wish it was fun. I wish you could one-shot people in the head. It's in the same spot as the Dragunov, where you have to hit two shots in the head. Like, what is the point? Like, the Carbine would literally be the most fun, like, clip-making gun in the game in, like, Rebirth Island, if you could. Like, I used to love getting it in the original Gulag and just, like, 360 peopling in the head. Like, it was so much fun, but it's just horrible. Unfortunately. The EBRs, nope. SPR 208, guys. I'm actually going to put this in top tier meta as well. A lot of people are sleeping on this gun right now. It's not as good as the Car, and it's not as good as the Swiss, but it is literally like third place. The reason why I have it up there is because it is the HDR, but better, or the ZRG, but better. There's like, with a Norma mag on it, there's no bullet drop. It almost ADS speeds as fast as the Kar 98K and Swiss. It's just a tad slower. That's why I put it behind it in the ranking. But like, it is so good, guys. If there is any nerfs to like the Kar 98K and the Swiss, look for that SPR to just become the most broken sniper in the game, because it is very, very good right now. And You see it with people like Iron use it. Iron uses it all the time because you literally just point and click with it, and it has that great feeling of a marksman rifle. So I think that's the last sniper today, guys. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything real quick here. Obviously, we have like SKS and stuff like that, but that is all the snipers, guys. That is our Tier List Tuesday today. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys do drop a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel so you guys can find your way back, and comment below what you guys want to see next week, because I'm always looking for Tier List Tuesday ideas. But sniping's really, it's in a good spot right now, guys. I like it. I think sniping is a little bit broken, but the snipers in general are like balanced to each other. Like, I think these are right here because they're like slower and heavier. These are up here because they're lighter and shoot straight. Like, they still shoot like these ones, but they're lighter at the end of the day. Like, I like to jump shoot. Like, when I'm positioning myself, I use my movement. Like, if you're going to use these ones in the top row, you want to use your movement to like position your shots. Here, you just want to sit still, point and click. So really fun, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Definitely try out sniping in Warzone. It's a great time. I hope anyone that did like the video today come back for next week. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.